So this time we wanted to do it ourselves. So 2008 January, we started a program called Grameen America in New York City. And I started the program. And everybody said, no, in the United States, you have to change your rules and procedures because this is such a different country. We didn't agree to that. We said we'll follow exactly the same thing we do everywhere else. So we sent someone from Bangladesh to start the program in New York City. And people asked, does he have experience in the United States? Does he know how this society works? I said, no, he never been to the United States. And that is his advantage, so that he can do it without being biased by other thoughts. He will just do exactly what we do in Bangladesh. That program started and has been working so well. Now we have 1,300 borrowers in Jackson Heights, New York, with nearly 100% repayment. It's 99.3% repayment. Average loan is $1,500, and all of them are women. And we follow the same basic principle, 5 women, weekly repayment, et cetera, et cetera. Seeing the success of it, another city became very interested, is Omaha, Nebraska. So they invited us to start a program in Omaha. About 3 months back, we started that program. Now that also has started giving loans. We have about 300 borrowers in Nebraska. So we are getting invitations from many other cities like San Francisco, Washington, D.C., Durham, North Carolina, Baltimore, and so on. So again, it works. It is working right at the time when financial crisis hit U.S. economy. When all the big banks were collapsing, this little program was growing without any trouble. So where the rich people were not paying back, the same city, the poor people without any collateral, paying back 100%. So you have a very strange kind of contrast. You have all the collateral, all the lawyers in one side, which is not working, and you have nothing on the other side, it's working. So during the crisis period, all the time, and even now I keep saying that, look, this is about time that we look back, we redesign the entire financial system. Because financial system which denies access to financial services to the 2/3 of the world population, that is not a sustainable system. You are only encouraging the gap between the poor and the rich by denying service to one massive number of people on one side, and then giving the privilege to the already privileged people on the other side. So we have to create an inclusive financial system where not a single person is rejected from the system. That is not yet done. So this is the cause why poverty gets perpetuated, because you are lopsided. The institutions are created in a lopsided way. So this is a good time, the financial crisis is a good time to kind of undo the old system and rework the whole new system as an inclusive system. Another issue that I have been raising about the environment issue, about how to help people to unleash their energy, creating enabling environment with them, is a conceptual issue. How do you design our concepts? The way we create our theory, that's how the life is built. But in this case, the theory created a kind of a lopsided theory, which makes people go in one direction only, rather than look at the bigger aspects of human ability. Just focus on the concept of business and the whole economic theory of capitalism. Business means business to make money. There is no other concept of business. When you are in business, you are dedicated to earning profit. Profit maximization is the mission of your business. And sometimes it goes out of hand, which happened during this, prior to this crisis. Some people got into that direction in such a big way. They treated the market as a kind of gambling casino. Instead of doing business, they were literally participating in a gambling race. The super greed took over, and it became the reason and the immediate cause for the disaster that we had to face. But even as a profit-maximizing business as such, it doesn't quite reflect what the human beings are all about. In the theory of business, human beings are interpreted as one-dimensional being. All it does is make money, as if human beings are some kind of robots. All they do, single-mindedly, pursue profit and nothing else. But the real human beings are not single-dimensional beings. That is forgotten. So if you include the multidimensionality of human beings, you have to address the economic world in a multidimensional way, not in a single-dimensional way. So I've been trying to draw attention to the fact that human beings all have selfishness in them. They want to possess things, they want to accumulate things, bring things to themselves. That is the selfish part of human being. But the same human being also has another aspect to them, selflessness part of it. We are equally selfless people. But that selflessness was never allowed into the business world. So we remain only, the business world only included our selfish part. So we became accumulative, possessive people, not sharing people. So suggestions they are making that this is the reason why we have so much problem around us, because we misinterpreted ourselves in the business world. In order to correct it, we have to create at least one more kind of business based on the selflessness of human being. As I have profit-making business, I can have another kind of business, which is based on my selflessness at the same time. I don't have to close down my selfish part. This is an important part of me. At the same time, selfless part is equally important part of me. So I'm proposing that we create another business on the basis of the selflessness. And this will be a business to make impact in other people's life. In the selfish business or a profit-making business, everything has to come to me, nothing for others. In a selfless business or a social business, everything is for others, nothing for me. So this is the two parallel kind of business which will be going on. And when I talk about it, in the beginning, people were very skeptical. They couldn't believe that anybody would be crazy enough or stupid enough to do business to help others instead of making money for themselves. I said the real world is very different. Real world is a stranger than that. In the real world, not only people give away money, they give away large sums of money. Some give out hundreds of dollars, some give out thousands of dollars, some even millions of dollars give away. Some even billions of dollars give away. So if people can give away money, what's wrong in investing the money for helping others? At least when you invest, you still retain the ownership. And when you invest, you can take your money back from the business.